Zimbabwe, where its agriculture deputy minister, Douglas Karoro, was on Friday arrested on allegations of selling 700 bags of fertilizer, $18,000 worth of maize seeds, and 5,000 vegetable seeds from the president's input schemes between March and April. He appeared before a Harare magistrate who rolled his matter on today for the bail hearing. His arrest came at a time there are reports that Karoro was trying to skip the country after his alleged illicit affairs were unearthed.
Now, it's alleged that in March, Karoro, together with an accomplice, committed fraud by allegedly cheating people in Mbizo of the maize seeds provided for them under the Presidential Input Program. The two did not deliver 5,000 vegetable combo kits to their destination and kept them for their personal use. Now, joining us to share more details on this story this morning is News Central Zimbabwean correspondent Lala Ngweya. Good morning, Lala. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, Lala, let's go into it. What are the details surrounding the arrest of the deputy minister?
Okay, so I think before I go into the details and the that were stolen in, it is very important to understand that the presidential input is more like one of the president's projects that he does every year towards the farming season, where he gives farmers, especially communal farmers, people in rural areas and people that cannot afford to buy inputs for agriculture. And, he gives these people free of charge. They have to, it's sort of a way of making sure that people have food and that, the country has a supply of food throughout the year. And for a whole deputy minister to go and still, as he's being accused, to go and steal to steal from such a project that's supposed to uplift the life, causes the level of corruption in our government system, where a person is elected into power or is appointed into power, into an office, into a public office to help, in nation building. But the first thing that a person thinks of is how he can line up his pockets, how he can make more money, how he can, he can get rich out of suffering individuals, out of suffering ordinary Zimbabweans, instead of really, going into the office and working and making sure that people's lives are improved. But this is a culture that Zimbabwe has with our government officials. A lot of issues over the years have come up on how the Minister of Transport would steal this money that's supposed to rehabilitate roads, how the Minister of Health, the former Minister of Health, just a few years back when COVID hit, he stole millions of money that was meant to go for COVID, to buy, your PEEs, your sanitizers and all that. So it's just a culture that continues to be cultivated in this country and also in some African countries, which I think is very, very sad.
Yeah, very true. It sounds like stuff that we've heard in other, African countries in the last few years. And that's with regards, withholding palliatives from for COVID-19 and the likes. But I want to, go on and ask something. I saw something yesterday, and it's from a, Zimbabwean citizen. The person here says the problem with the Douglas Karoro issue is that it is a propaganda case and campaign strategy for 2023. The person goes on to say if Obedia, Henrietta, and Mufumira cases could be closed, then we can't start talking about Douglas Karoro. So I want you to share, your thoughts on that one, and then also, let us know what people are expecting from today's hearing.
Okay, so I think like what I said earlier, there's this culture in Zimbabwe of government officials and people that are in authority, just to abuse their office, to abuse power, for their own personal gains. Like the people that the person mentioned there, like Priska Mufumira, she's the former tourism minister, and she currently has an ongoing case, though she was fired and all that, so she's at home. However, there are claims that she still has her farms, her businesses are moving, even after being accused of stealing millions from government. And the Rushwaya, there's just a lot of people that whose cases are just hanging. There are people that were in Mugabe's government, that when President Mnangagwa came in, those people were fired from their government post and were also fired from ZANU-PF. But those people, they still have their properties, they still have their farms, they still have their businesses, though they have ongoing cases that have been ongoing for over 2 years, and nothing really is coming out of it. So I believe that this is what encourages even new people that are appointed into office to also do the same crimes, because they know that at the end of the day, nothing will be done. They may be chucked out of office, but they'll still keep their thousands, their millions that they've stolen, their properties, and life goes on. So yeah, it's quite a disturbing scenario this side. And to answer your second question on what people are expecting today, Zimbabweans obviously are expecting what they've always expected from these corrupt government officials. They are expecting that justice will prevail. But as much as people are expecting and they want justice to prevail, I guess everybody's just saying, you know what, we've seen these things for over 20 years where people are arrested, but then the cases are dragged on for years and years and nothing happens to those people. So basically, we'll wait to see what's going to happen, whether he'll be given bail, which will be quite unfortunate because already he's tried to skip the country. So if he's given bail, he may find other means of getting out of the country.
All right, Lala, thank you very much for joining us. This explaining what's happened so far, where we are, and what to expect. We look forward to having you again when we have an update on this story.